Hello, you guys. Happy Thursday. I'm Laura with Chocolate's Chocolate Designs. Say hi when you jump on. Let me know that you are here, that you're watching, that you're excited, that you're ready for our craft tonight. Hope you guys have had a fantastic day and that you are now relaxing at home and yeah, just getting ready for your last day of the week and preparing for the weekend. All right, you guys, so in just a second, I'm going to give you a keyword to type in. When you type in this keyword, you're going to get a list of supplies for all the things that I'm using to make this project tonight. And our keyword tonight is, yay, sanity. Sanity. S-A-N-I-T-Y, you guys, sanity. I don't know what I pushed on my thing, but I pushed something and I lost you. Okay, here we go, you guys. S-A-N-I-T-Y is the keyword. Woo! And here's all my friends hopping on with me tonight. Wow. Hot Mess Express going on. You guys, so my John's cousin is getting married on Saturday, and they came over today to borrow some tents from us. We've got a couple of party tents and chairs and tables and all of that stuff, and he brought over the trailer. And while we're out there trying to load all of the stuff in his trailer so they can borrow all of this, I'm going over there tomorrow to help them get set up. It's downpour, like steady downpour coming down as we're trying to load up this trailer. I feel like there are bugs crawling on me. It's like total Hot Mess Express right now. It's crazy. I cannot wait to take a shower tonight. Ooh. Hi, Terry. Hi, Tracy. Hello. It's Margie, right? Hello, Donna. Hello, Stacy and Cassie. Hi, Ray. Hello, Lisa Marie and Mary. Hi, Kelly. Hello, Valerie. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hi, Pam and Corey. Hello, Connie. Sanity is the keyword, and yes, it's working. Hey, Julie. Hello, Dale. Dale's watching tonight. Hello, Christine. Hi, Connie. Hello, Jackie. Hello. I wish you had some sanity. We're going to make this project tonight with the last of mine. Oh my goodness. Hello, Laura Lund. Hello, Kelly. Oh my gosh, you guys, Florine and Dana and Susan, you guys are all on tonight. Hello, Melinda. Hello, Holly. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to be using tonight as everybody else jumps on here. Thanks for sprinkling, you guys. So, y'all, this moment is tired. I have no kids tonight. We're going to do a pretty fast project, I think. Y'all, you guys know every time I think that it's quick, it still takes an hour and a half. That's just how it goes. But, because I want to take a shower. This right here is a clipboard stand. They're super, super cute and easy to use. And these are really great for A-size transfers. However, we're going to do something a little bit off the wall with this tonight. Hey, Tracy. Hello, Elizabeth. A little bit different than I don't think that you guys would have thought to put together. So, it'll give you an idea for something else that you can do with this, okay? Hello. Hi, Tracy. Making your sister-in-law a seashell tray. Yay, Sandy. Okay, so when you get this clipboard stand, it does come with a couple of different pieces on here. You're going to get this little, it's like a washer and a screw. You're going to get a little peg piece. And you are going to get basically like a big binder clip, okay? Hello, Linda and Wanda. And they do have, this piece of paper is garbage, you guys. It's just to protect the surface from that binder clip, okay? Now I need to lay down some paper to get started with this project because y'all know I like to paint, but we're going to do it the easy way today. I want to make this wood block, this white wood block, look distressed. Hi, Donna. And I'm only going to do one side of this because I don't like to finish my pieces. Y'all, yell at me if you want to. This back side here, the back has got 2 holes in it. The front side only has 1. So we're going to be just coloring the front side of this today. It's a time thing, you guys. It's a time thing. When you're live, you're like, you got to make the best of your time. That's just kind of how it goes. All right. All right. So here we go. In order to color this tonight, I want to make this look vintage. A little bit older than what it is now. Obviously, the white looks like it's brand new. So we're going to use both of our Dixie Belle gel stains tonight, 2 of them. It's not a new surface. We've had these around for quite a while, Lise. Quite a while. And they are still in stock. Hey, Mary Teresa. I just haven't used one in a while. Hi, Carlene. You don't like to finish your pieces either? Unless it's Reese's Pieces, girl. Hi, Sandy. All right, you guys. So we're going to do the Dixie Belle Au Naturel. And then we're also going to do some of the Tobacco Road. And I want to see what it looks like if we kind of put both of these on here tonight. And just, I don't know. We're going to play with it. Because why not? So I am going to give this a good shake. And grab out some color trays. Y'all, I like to just, we're just going to figure it out together. Because I don't know. I don't know. It's going to turn out fantastic either way. So I'm just going to put some of that on a color tray. Shake them up very well. You guys, these will separate as they sit. And put some of this on a color tray. You guys, I come on here. Ooh, that was a lot. Whoops. Okay, I think we're going to use a little bit more of this than we use of it. Just because it came out faster. Okay. Oh well. All right. Here we go. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm grabbing. I really don't. But I think I like my sea sponge. I don't know, Elise. Where have you been? I like my sea sponge. I like my sponge brushes. I like all my stuff. Let's go ahead and use this one right here. We're going to paint it up with the Au Naturel first. And just give this a little bit more of a different shade, okay? Now this is a stain, which means that you should be able to wipe this on and then wipe it back off. But let's check it out and see what happens if we try to wipe this back off. No, it's going on like a paint. Oh, it does stain it. Oh, I like it even better that way. Okay, I couldn't see it on the edges there, but yes, this is a stain, you guys. So we are going to use this like a stain. We're going to wipe it on, and then we're going to wipe it right back off. Just to give it that vintage, darker, yellowish-er color. Hi, Sandy. I'll let it sit on there for a second, though, and kind of soak into here. Maybe I should have put more of this on my tray. The word is sanity. Sanity. Because I'm going insane. In case you guys didn't know, we're making this project with the last of my sanity tonight. All right, we're going to wipe it back off. And it just kind of gives it that, it gives it, oh man, it really does. It adds this extra vintagey look to it. And stains it this like natural wood color that I like. You guys, it's just not so white. Made your own coral chalk paint for the tray. So now I would think of what color paste to use. The nautical paint. Oh, geez. This is the Dixie Belle No Pain Gel Stain. No, this is the Dixie Belle Voodoo Gel Stain in the color Au Naturel. And it is buildable too. So you can put more on in spots and then come back and wipe that off. And kind of build it up. I am certainly not trying to make this perfect because we want it to look like it is vintage and old. All right, so for this next step, I'm going to use the same cloth. And I'm not even going to wait for that to dry. Oh my gosh. We're just playing today because why not play around? This to me is fun. Hi, Becky. All right, I'm going to grab that same sea sponge. I love my sea sponges, especially this time of year. And I'm just going to take some of this. And we're going to dab some of this on here too. I don't even know. No rhyme or reason or placement or anything like that. I just want it to look more like brownish in spots. And give it a couple of different colors to make it look like it is more vintage. But we do have to do our sides too. What do you guys think? After 3 weeks of grandkids, you've lost your sanity too? Is that what you said? You have no sanity left. Yes, the galvanized metal sign is awesome for using those little sponges. Just add a little bit more to this side over here. Oh, I think that definitely looks vintage, y'all. Definitely looks more vintage now. Love it! I have, oh my gosh, I almost put my paper towel in my water. All right, I'm going to see if I can actually get this extra. Look at that. I was able to put it back in my jar. Waste not, want not, right? That's what my grandma always said. I never actually heard her say that. I just know it's an old saying. Okay, let's continue, shall we? I've lost my sanity. The kids are gone. John is gone. I am home alone tonight, you guys. I am all by myself. And I think that the week has just like hit me strong tonight. All right, let's get this all dried up for our next step. You guys ready for this? Oh my goodness, I'm on a roll tonight. I'm just having fun. What am I drinking tonight? Literally all that I have tonight is some flavored water, some Crystal Light and water. But I'm high on life, right? I agree with you, Cassie. I do agree with you. I don't know if everybody's aware that I'm unsupervised. Maybe you guys should call somebody. Let them know. This could be trouble. All right, here we go. Here we go. Y'all, this is the transfer we're using tonight. It is a small one. This is an A-size transfer. And right there, you guys, is a little piece that says, made with the last of my sanity. Made with the last of my sanity. I love this. Y'all, there's more to come, too, because we're using 2 different transfers tonight. But, shh, I'm not going to tell you what the other one is just yet. Not gonna. Oh, yeah, we're just going to laugh and have fun. I don't even care if it turns out good. I hope it does, but if it doesn't, we had a good time. All right. We're going to give this a good fuzz. And I am not going to wax my surface yet because, you guys, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to set this aside for a second. We're going to give this a good fuzz. I don't know why I'm fuzzing it yet, but we are. And then on the fuzzing cloth, I am also going to grab some of my transfer tape. I did make my shirt. I made my shirt last year, you guys. Grabbing some of my placement tape is what it's called. I call it transfer tape. It's called placement tape. And I'm also going to give my placement tape a good fuzz too. So you guys, we do have a patriotic sale that just started today. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. Some of the transfers that are in there are returning from last year, and they're up to 70% off. The flyer only says 60. No, the flyer only says 30. But they're up to 70% off for some of those patriotic transfers, you guys. So grab some of those while you can. I'm fuzzing my tape, you guys. Thank you, Donna. Good fuzz on my tape. When you put your placement tape down on your transfer, sometimes it'll overstick. So fuzzing your placement tape first can really help with that. Now what I want to do, I've got this piece here that says, made with the last of my sanity. And all I want to do is take my tape and I'm going to outline where this transfer is on here, okay? This is my process. You're up laughing and having fun, and that's all that matters. That is all that matters. This is my process for tonight. We're just going to figure this out together. But I'm going to place this on my transfer all the way around these pieces and get the shape of this design taped out. Okay, hopefully this will work. I already have some. I think I cut way too much transfer tape, placement tape. But it's okay. We're going to grab one more piece. You're trusting my process. Okay, good. One more piece right here. All right, so here's the hard part. This is going to be the hard part. I'm going to try to pull off my placement tape all together. Now that's why I fuzzed it first. Nope, nope, nope. Let's see if I can make this happen. Because I want to make it happen. I think it's over sticking. You stay together. Hi, Connie. Those, oh, darn it. Okay, listen. That was not a good idea. It didn't work out so well. I have another plan. Hold, please. Hold, please, because I have another plan. Because that didn't work. That didn't work. It would not let me pull it all off at one time. The tape was just too sticky. So, here's what I'm going to do instead. Here's what I'm going to put this right in the center. Okay. Let's make sure that's in the center, though. That was not in the center. Sometimes, you guys, you just got to do, like, trial and error and see what works. That's definitely, I want it centered with that hole up there, but it doesn't seem like that's in the center. Okay, let's try that. My process is questionable, but all right, let's try this instead. I'm going to fold my transfer. And we're going to do this one piece at a time. Okay, now I know that one right there is in the right spot. Sticking more to my fingers than it is to the transfer. What the heck, y'all? Okay, that one's good. Girl. My process tonight was definitely questionable. All right, let's try over here. This is working what? I don't know what I'm doing, Jennifer. I'm trying to make the outline for this. And apparently my brain is not working properly at the moment. but I'll get there. And when I do, it's going to be fantastic. It will be. I just have to get there. I thought that I would just be able to transfer that tape over and have a perfect outline. And you know what? It didn't work out for me. Didn't work out that way. So I'm pivoting and I'm changing my process. And so far, we've got 2 more sides to go and then we're good. And that's all. All right, listen, we're getting there. We're getting there. Trust it. Trust the process. Last one. Oh, I'm like my angle's off just ever so slightly. Okay, I think we're good now. Because, Diane, because I want to paint just that section. Because this is the section that I want to paint, just that piece right there. All right, so you guys, trial and error. Trial and error. This worked out for me. I've got the outline now. You're right. I don't want the paste to go past this white border on it. And yeah, so we're doing it this way because why not? Yeah, trust the process. Try, and try again, right? And if all else fails, just start another project and go back to it later. That's what I say. All right, let's grab a paintbrush here. I'm going to grab my faves. No, I'm not. I think we're going to dab it today. Yep, try again. Okay, we got it. I'm going to grab my little dauber ones. I like my little sponge brushes for stuff like this. And I'm going to pick up a little bit of my peony paste. This is why I did not put any wax on there, is because I wanted to make sure that I could paint this part. All right, let's try this. I'm going to add my peony paste, and I'm going to dab it on there instead of trying to paint it. To get it this gorgeous pinkish color. Oh, thank you, Julie. I would so buy that transfer if there was one that just said trust the process. I'll have to bring that up next week. Just trust the process. All right, now this is not going to work out to keep this dabbed like this, but it will help us. I saw you can have pasted just the border of the peachy keen or something like, and then painted inside of it after. Right, but then I would have to wash my transfer to use it again. And I guess today I'm just being lazy, so I figured that I would just, you know, do it the hard way because I'm... I don't know! You do you, boo. I honestly thought that putting the transfer tape right on the transfer, and then I would be able to just pull it off in one piece, and it would be the outline. I thought that that was going to work for me, and it did not. So... my brain went to do it the hard way. That's all I know. All I know tonight. Was that the smartest? Probably not. Did it work? It sure did. So, here we go. I'm going to put a second layer on here just to make sure we got that peachy keen in there. Nice and bright and beautiful. And it's creating these little bubbles, but as soon as I dry it, the bubbles are going away, which I love. So it's not staying stippled like I thought it was going to. But even if it did, that's going to be okay. We'll sand it down a little bit. And it'll be beautiful. You guys, I've lost it by today. This is, you guys, by the time I get to 6 days in a row of lives, I'm like, listen. I got no plan. We're just going with it. I am so thinking about the shower that I want. I'm thinking about how itchy I feel right now. Yes. Yes, I am. All right, we're going to sand that down a little bit because we do have some ridge. Oh, no, actually, let's look at that, you guys. It was still hot. And I press those down. Ooh, I like that. It's got a little texture. Thank you, Carol. All right, here we go. I'm going to pull that up. All that hard work getting that tape down on there. Black on the nautical rope transfer and vanilla on... it depends on how you do it, Tracy. It depends on how you do it. So I don't know what your project looks like that you've got started right now. But it depends on how you do it. Send me pictures and I can help you after my live. I'm sorry, Tracy. I can't really, like, I'm barely thinking about what I'm doing right now. And I cannot possibly try to fathom what you've got going on and make it through this live video. I just don't have the brain power for that tonight. I will gladly help you after this. But I'm barely holding it together for my own. So, one at a time. Love you, girl. I'd love to help you. All right, here we go. Truth, y'all. All right, we've got that all pulled off of there. We're good now. We're good. And you guys see now I've got this cute peachy keen border right there where that particular transfer is going to go. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Now I'm going to add some surface wax to this entire board. That will keep this down. And it'll allow me to paste over top of it without pulling this up. That was a big chunk of wax there. All right, here we go. A little bit of surface wax on here. We're going to wax up the entire front of this board. I hope this turns out as good as I want it to. I have this idea. You seem to do it the hard way for some people, but whatever works for you. You should do what works for, yes, absolutely. Do what works for us. Marge, yes, absolutely, Marge. All right. It worked. It's all that matters. And then we're going to buff that right back off with a towel. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This should be nice and fuzzed now, but we'll do it one more time. I'm going to use black velvet on this, okay? We're going to start with this one piece. Now, y'all, don't judge. Some edges are going to be closer, some are going to be farther away. It's vintage. But I'm doing the best I can to line it up, okay? Hi, Denise. All right. Here we go. Black velvet is back in stock, everybody. So if you've been missing out on your black velvet and you haven't been able to get it, now is the time to get it. It's back in stock today. I was so excited to see that because black velvet's a staple. You gotta have black velvet. So I'm just gonna grab some of this and put it on a mini squeegee. If you are new to my page, these are reusable silk screen transfers, which means that once you use it, you can take it to your sink, you can wash it off, and then you can put it back on your backer sheet and then store it to use again and again and again. And it's so much fun. All right. Here we go. Just pressing that all through there. Squeegeeing off the extra. Making sure that I cover that entire design. And working relatively quickly so that it doesn't start to dry in the silk screen. Okay? Hi, Tanya. And here we go, y'all. Now there's more. This is not the end of the video, you guys. There's more. But there is... You guys! It ran on me! I should have sanded it. I had raised edges and it ran on me. Oh no! It still looks cute though. We're going to keep going. What I can do, because it did that, is I can wash this off. I can wash this off. And then I can do it again. It's not that big of a deal. But it did run on me. It's not perfect like I wanted it to be. Tim. What's up, dude? Tim, you guys, we have a troll on here. Tim. Okay, listen, can everybody not comment for a second so that I can block this person? Banned from page total. Okay, but somebody just don't comment for a second, okay? Because I got to make sure that I'm banning the right person. Okay. All right, Tim is gone. Woo! You're right, it is vintage. So we'll see how it turns out at the end. Okay, so you guys. We'll see how it turns out. But because I did the stipple effect with that thing, it left it being a little bit raised in spots. And I probably either should have sanded that. I probably should have sanded it. Or used a brush to make it flat. But I didn't. I left it with texture, and that's what happened to me. Okay. My fault. My fault. Still cute. I mess up every once in a while, too. Yeah, Pam, we got rid of that guy real fast, but the comments kept coming through, and it's like, oh my gosh, by the time I got to the band page, I was afraid it was going to be the wrong person. Hi, Sheila. All right, you guys. So, here's my test. Here's the test for all of you to see how well you know me. Are you guys ready? What do you think would make me lose my mind? Because that's the transfer we're using tonight. I have said it over and over and over again. You guys, I've been able to glue since I was in kindergarten, but I do not sew. So if I have made anything with my sewing machine or a pattern, I can tell you right now it was made with the last of my sanity. So we're going to use this pattern on here tonight because it's going to be perfect for my personality. I think it's going to be brilliant. You don't sew either. In fact, you hate sewing. I have tried. I have tried again, but I do not sew. I cannot sew. Hi, Carol. Matter of fact, I just bought a new bottle of my sew glue today. Because I can glue, cannot sew. And if that, we're going to get the glue. All right, we're going to give this a really good fuzz as well. And I want to use this cute little dress pattern. Those of you guys who do so, why does it feel like something is biting me? Maybe this will give me inspiration. I don't know about that. But we're going to put this cute little dress on here. And this little vintage sewing pattern. And we're just going to go all the way around it. Really, Julie? She's like, I sew and I make stuff all the time, but you can't do what I do is so easy. Have you tried it? It's so easy. I think it's so easy. All right, you guys, we're going to use the color Nominee, and we're going to put this gorgeous vintage sewing pattern around where we've made that label, okay? Sewing is another question for you too. I can't do it. I don't know. I mean, you would think that it would be like driving a car, right? Because it's got a pedal. But for the life of me, I do not have the coordination between my foot and my hands to sew. Yet I can drive a car like you wouldn't believe. Okay, who is Kevin Joe now with the same messages? You guys, we have another. What is going on here? Kevin Joe, go away. Been sewing since I was 8, but haven't. Sewing has taught you how to use the ripper. 20-year veteran sewing teacher retired when you were 14. She told me to my face it was your fault. Oh my gosh. Sewing since I was 8, but I haven't. Last several years, I actually have a brand new sewing machine still in the box. It's in storage, never used. Can't get the lines here. I can't either. Can sew straight lines, but that's pretty much me too. All right, you guys. The transfer's down. I'm going to go ahead and start over here. And I'm just going to go as close to where we did that other piece as I possibly can. And go all around that little vintage, that little made with the last of my sanity pattern or piece that we made in the middle. Oh, I've got a lot of paste right there too. It's a little too close. Hi, Dottie. And my goal is just to get up as close as I can to that peony color. Or I'm sorry, that peachy keen color. Now I wish I hadn't messed up the underneath piece. The one in the middle. But I did. Because apparently tonight I can't chalk either. Hi, Jeannie. All right, let's pick up a little bit more. And we're just going around that little tag that we made right there in the middle. I think my mind right now is really on ChalkCon. I'm trying to get my stuff ready. And this wedding this weekend. John not being home. I'm all over the place. Wild mess right now. So excited to see so many of you guys. If you are going to ChalkCon and you see me, you make sure you come and say hi, okay? All of you. Okay, here we go. I don't think I can use the detail tool to fix this. It's pretty bad, and then I would be scratching away at the peachy keen color that we've got underneath. So we're just going to go with it and see what happens. Here we go, you guys. Let's check it out and see how this looks. Maybe my idea came together. Maybe it didn't. Hi, Linda. The word for tonight is sanity. No, John and the kids are not going with me to ChalkCon. I'm going by myself. They're not going. Here we go, you guys. Oh, it's beautiful, though. Okay, I seriously love it. Look at that transfer. Oh, what is this? Kevin Trolls now. This is the third person on here so far saying America is trash. It's beautiful. The middle part's not as beautiful as I wanted it to be, but I love how it's got that vintage look on the backside of it. And the color by mixing those two stains. All right, let's put this together. I love the gold on top of those two stain colors. I think that makes it look awesome. So let's dry this up. Donnie, it's your birthday! Oh my gosh! How exciting! Is that what happens? They're attracted to that word? Happy birthday, Donnie! You don't see the post? I've been deleting them as quickly as I can. Thank you for the stars. All right, let's put this baby together. I do wish that that piece... Oh, you guys, I'm not even done yet. I'm not even done yet. I forgot, because I also wanted to do this. Guess who's going to be 75 soon? Sandy, really? I thought I would make a cute little bow. But I don't know now if this is what I want to do or not. All right, let's put it together and see if I like the bow. All right, so this little peg piece goes right back here on the back. And that holds it up like this. It'll stand up like that. And then you're just going to take your little screw piece that came with there and put that right through the back, or right through that top hole, and just screw that right on. Today's your daughter's 47th birthday. All right, and then once you've got that on there, this piece here will set on there for your little clip to be able to clip stuff on there, and it becomes a little clipboard. Now, what I didn't know... Okay, I've changed my mind about where I want my bow, but I still want a bow on here. Because I think that this cute little black and white is going to look super cute. But my glue gun is not sitting right where it's supposed to. So I think I'm just going to glue a little bitty... Gosh, my glue gun wasn't sitting right in here, so of course it didn't get hot. Let's see if I can find a different glue that'll work. Let's see if Stick Fast will work. Thank you so much. People are just, they're just like that. I don't even know. But it was 3 of them in a matter of like 2 minutes. It was really weird. That's never happened before. So apparently those people are just out in full force today trying to find anybody who will let them get their 2 minutes of fame on their page. Let's see if stick fast will work. I'm going to put it on the little clip right there. I think I want to do this too. I'm just going to take a couple of little pieces of my ribbon. Yeah! Now I'm getting some glue out. It's just a little bit, but it's coming out of there. Oh, that's not good glue either. It's not hot enough. Is it the same person with a different account and they just keep coming back and back and back? Or is that... That's crazy. Insane. People are just rude. Oh, this is going to be all over my fingers because I'm using Stick Fast, you guys. All over my fingers. It's like super glue on my fingers. Ah, it's not going to work. You like that I don't just use the laser cutters. I try to come up with different ideas for you guys each day. It can be difficult, though, some days to come up with different ideas. Oh, my fingers are totally stuck together. All right, let's see if we can make this work this time. I got a teensy tiny bit of glue out of there. But it was enough. Yes, you're right. Stick Fast will stay on you for days. You are so right about that. Unless you bite it off. Which I do. Do you guys do that? Do you guys like when you get the super glue on your fingers, do you sit there and like bite it off? It's probably so horrible. And you probably should not ever put super glue in your mouth. But when it's dried onto my fingers, I just can't help it. And I sit there and chew on my fingers until it's gone. Do you guys do it too? I'm not, you guys, it's one of those unspoken things that we all do and nobody ever talks about. Carol actually gets the fingernail polish remover. You pick it up and out with your teeth. The question you should have asked this morning, or this evening, was not, Laura, what have you been drinking? It was, Laura, how much super glue did you eat? That's the true question tonight. All right, you guys. I think it's cuter now. you guys, I think that I tightened this down a little bit too much because I can't actually get that clip in there. All right, here we go, y'all. That's it. That's it. I'm not sniffing it, I'm chewing it. Okay, you guys, there's our project for tonight. Quick and easy, super cute. Made with the last of my sanity. And there's that cute little vintage pattern on there for the sewing pattern, which I think is gorgeous, and especially in that color. But you guys, this is what would happen. What it would take for me to sew something together. All my sanity. Oh my gosh, you use emery boards and sandpaper when you glue your fingers together. Oh my goodness. Let's see, you guys, can I get a decent picture with this? I don't know what lighting is good. Go shower and relax. I think that that's a good idea. Maybe now I'll get a drink. Oh, all right, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. There's a very good chance there will be no live on Saturday, and you guys know tomorrow is my scheduled night off. We do have a wedding to go to on Saturday, and you guys know how receptions go. They usually end up pretty late, but I will post on my page for sure if I won't make it, okay? All right, you guys have been great. You guys have been fantastic. Tonight is the overlap, too. We have 2 promotions going on. One is the bundles. That ends tonight. I thought it ended last night, but it does not. It ends tonight. And then now there's this patriotic sale where you can get up to 70% off on patriotic stuff. So you guys go stock up on all your goodies. And Black Velvet's back in stock. Board erasers are not yet, but they will be soon. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys back here again Sunday night at the latest, okay? Maybe Saturday night. You guys have a good one. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Love you.